The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
Chris Dewar sent me a really nice compliment about yesterday's stuff, and I just said, I said sometimes you hit the flop, and then he...
Like sometimes you're the shit and sometimes you're the shoe?
Sometimes you hit the flop in poker terms. Sometimes you win. And I said, yesterday, one of those days, I was like, and he goes, pay him. Pay that man his money. And I was like, I love Rounders. Yeah. Malkovich. I love Malkovich.
He flipped me.
Malkovich might be, here's the problem. My favorite actor currently is, he's canceled, Spacey. So...
For being a prevert?
Yeah, I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, these people aren't role models, they're actors. But I love Malkovich. I do love me some John Malkovich.
Have you ever seen the movie Being John Malkovich?
Yes. Great movie. I love that. Great movie.
I love that movie.
But yeah, so can everybody hear everybody fine today?
It's nice and loud over here.
Yeah,
okay, good. So we don't need any big old adjustments. We're good, right?
My phone on.
My voice sounds so pretty in this.
Sounds so pretty.
Always does.
Sounds so nice.
Okay, so but you know how a lot of people, when they hear their voice, they're like, ugh. I don't know if it's because I'm just getting used to mine or because this makes it sound different. I don't know.
If you sounded like crap, I wouldn't have hired you, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you sound like this or talk like this, no, you have a great voice.
I do.
If you sounded like MTG
beautiful voice.
or AOC or any of those brothers.
Yeah, if you sound like I'm not going to say what I said earlier, some shrieking person, no.
So Luke and I were listening to a podcast on the way the girls went to regionals, by the way, yesterday, and they lost.
Ooh. That's okay.
Super loud.
Yeah, keep going. I'm good.
They lost the regional champs against Chatham, and they played.
Oh, okay, that's too loud for you.
Yeah, mine's
They
really
played
loud.
their hearts out. But Chatham is just a really good team. So, but anyway, on the way there and on the way home, we listened to a podcast, and I was starting to tune it out because the gal who was on the podcast, who's kind of like just the token gal, which I think sometimes I am just
No.
Okay. Anyway,
No.
I wasn't saying that just so you guys would, wasn't
No,
fishing.
no,
but anyway,
no shit. Yeah, you're not. No.
Okay,
no,
but anyway, so I had to tune it out because her voice was so nails on chalkboard.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad to hear that that's not me.
Well, you do other ads and stuff too. If you didn't sound great, people wouldn't have you do that sort of thing.
That's probably why I'm getting more comfortable with my voice. Because I will say, when I was younger, when you heard it on when you heard it on like a tape record.
Right. Yeah. You used to sit around and record yourself singing and stuff, and I'm like, man, I sound awful.
Do you sing in the shower?
Oh yeah.
Do you sing in the shower?
No.
Do you sing in the car?
Oh. When the weather gets warm, you will probably hear me. All of Quincy will hear me. I crank up either like Van Morrison or Tom Petty. It's like those one or two. I don't know why. It's just one of those two. First warm day, Jeep top off, and I just sing.
Jeep top off.
Yeah.
Jeep top off?
Top off. Yeah.
Okay, well, you never know.
Yeah. You never know with me, honestly. Yeah. I could just be cruising down the road topless.
Do you sing in the...
You just asked me.
Do you do or you don't?
In the shower, not in the car, because I'm usually listening to podcasts. I'm listening to podcasts or a ball game. If I'm in the car by myself, I rarely listen to music anymore. I
listen to podcasts in the shower. Yeah.
If I'm with my wife, we're listening to whatever. We're listening to 80 oldie stuff or what's now oldie stuff, but the 80s mix with Bon Jovi and whoever and all the people we saw at Hairball last week. So we'll listen to all those people. So
you listen to podcasts in the shower?
Yeah, I love listening to podcasts when I'm getting ready.
Yeah, I can't.
In the shower. How do you do that?
But not in the shower.
Like the speaker. Yeah, we have a shower speaker.
You have a shower. Oh, okay.
Okay, but okay. I can't do that because...
You feel like other people are in there with you?
No. It's not that. I can't hear the podcast enough in the shower. So what I do is I'll play music in the shower. And then when I'm out of the shower, I'll switch it back to the podcast I was listening to.
Are you belting it out? The acoustics in there?
No, I'm not a good singer.
I don't sing that loud because when I'm in the shower, my wife is still in bed for another 45 minutes. I try not to wake her up.
That's very nice. That's very nice of you.
And then I take the dogs out and do all the stuff, and then
I
head to work. Because I'm out the door by 6:30 and she's up at 6:45.
When she gets ready, if you're still in bed, is she quiet?
I could sleep through it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
Okay, because I just saw this thing that was like, normally there's one person who's quiet, like, and super, respectful of the other person, and then there's one who's like clink, 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 clink.
She's she's the princess in the pea. I mean, she like you go boom, and she freaking
really. She's up
wakes
and at
up.
him?
Yeah,
Oh, bummer.
It's yeah. So I think she's finally gotten used to the CPAP and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but still, she's still not
Sex.
It is, yeah, yeah. She likes that a lot. That was like very attractive.
Yeah.
It's a total magnet.
Yeah.
But she's gotten used to that, I think. But yeah, usually just stuff just bothers her. She just doesn't sleep well at all. Me, I could.
Yeah.
I'm out for 7 hours. Yeah. Boom.
Do you sleep straight through?
Not normally, no. I have been sleeping better since I haven't been partaking in the booze.
Yeah, the alcohol disrupts the.
It really does.
It disrupts REM.
I get alcohol-induced insomnia, so I can go to sleep, but even after like 1 or 2 drinks, I'll go to sleep until like 2 or 3, but then I'll wake up and my anxiety is on level 11. Yeah, and then I start thinking of things that I need to get done, and I can't fall back to sleep. I mean, there have been several days just in like recent weeks that I'm up at 3 o'clock and then I'm just up for the day.
Bob, did you say that you sleep 7 hours straight?
Usually, yeah.
Uninterrupted?
Yeah,
Nice.
well, unless I got to pee.
Right.
That's the old man bladder kicks in,
that
so there's
happens.
that. But I go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
You go right back.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah, me too.
That's nice.
My wife does not sleep that well these days.
I think it's just our brains are constantly going.
My wife says it's because she says stupid people can sleep because they're not thinking of anything. It's smart people who stay awake. And I'm like, you're an idiot.
But it is nonchalant.
She goes, you're dumb. That's why you sleep.
Unbothered individuals sleep better. Like you do not take
I'm
on
chill.
the weight of the world.
I'm chill.
Which is excellent.
Yeah.
I
So
wish
chill.
I had that. It's not that I take on the weight of the world, but there are so many things that I'll wake up and be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with it? And it's not even anything I can do at 3 a.m. It's just my brain will not shut off.
Yeah, there's unaffected and then disaffected.
Yeah.
And if you're
Checked out.
checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's so nice.
Yeah.
I
don't
could
think you
probably
understand
fall
the-
asleep
The
leaning against
luxury
the
of
wall.
that.
The
Really?
lack of empathy. There's like, I don't care. It's like, okay, fine.
Oh, I
whatever,
don't- I
begging
don't think
out.
that.
And just like, I
No,
don't
you-
know.
you
That's
have
me.
empathy.
Nope, that's me. I'm just out. I'm just like, I'm a sphinx. It's like, nope.
So when you're going to bed, Bob's just sitting back. He's like, I did everything right.
I'm good.
Can't change it now.
I
wrong.
am the best I could
If
ever
the Lord
be.
takes me, I'm just going.
That's right.
Why am I
nothing
giving
you
you
can
a southern
There's nothing
drawl?
you
I
can
love
do.
He
What?
kind of has one.
Why am I doing that?
Because I'm from Missouri.
Yeah.
My name is Bob. This is it.
When I'm on my cabin on Lick Creek in Rawls County in 15 years and sitting there going, okay, God, you can take me anytime.
Because
I'm
I
enjoying
would
my
say
cigar and my scotch. Just
most
take me, God.
backwoods, most rednecky, I guess is what you would call them, they're not bothered by much.
What are you making the claim that rednecks sleep like babies? Actually,
yeah, I
we
would
shouldn't
say
say like
that.
babies. We should say like rocks.
Like
babies
rocks.
don't
Because babies
sleep.
don't sleep.
Yeah.
That is like one of the worst sayings ever.
It is.
I slept
It
like a
is.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to generalize rednecks, but yeah, I would say for the most part, that's just the picture I have in my head. I don't know a bunch of them, but I would say, yeah, for the most part, they're probably unbothered. They have like their own land and their
They're
guns
fishing.
and their
They're hunting.
beers and
They're
their,
drinking.
Yeah.
They're mook and shine.
Yep. There you go.
Insult my people.
You are not redneck. You wish.
Yeah.
I'm from.
He wishes he was that
I am
cool.
from the mean streets,
Of Perry.
hardcore, Rawls County, Missouri, deep backwoods country.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, Perry is all of those things.
It is.
How big is
that you
Perry?
said.
It's like 600 people right now.
All right. What did you do for fun when you were a kid? Did you get lost
Let's
on
not-
gravel roads and drink beer? And, yeah.
I didn't, I drank a little in high school, and like all my high school friends are gonna watch this and go, "Oh, you're so full of shit." No, I really
Yeah.
didn't drink that much. Compared to some of them, I didn't drink that much. I
Drive the strip.
played sports. We would drive the strip in Hannibal. We would go to Hannibal
we.
to drive
So
the
did
strip.
we. Yeah.
Or, because Mark Twain High School is made up of primarily of Perry Center in New London and Rawls County. So, and it always seemed like I was dating girls who like lived in New London. So I would go, and then we'd just go to Hannibal and go out and the movie and whatever. And
New London pimp.
Plus, my grandma and grandpa lived in New London too. So
Okay.
sometimes if I was like curfew, it's like I'd go to their house and my grandpa would be like, "Oh, curfew time?" I'm like, "Yeah, can I just stay here? Because it saved me the 25-minute drive from New London to Perry." He's like, "Sure." He goes, "I'll call your mother." Like, "Yeah,
Yes.
thanks." She's
Gotta
like,
love grandparents.
So I would do that sometimes.
Yeah. Did you drive up and down streets or hang out in parking lots or anything?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
the
hung out in
cops
parking
kind of.
lots.
He grew up in the cities. I did not.
I grew up.
yeah.
I mean, when I was 16, I had been living in Quincy for 4 years.
Okay.
Moved to Quincy when I was 12.
Okay.
So yeah, 16 years old. See, I drove a 1949 Chevy pickup truck, the one that I still
Yeah, you
drive.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been in my family for 70 years.
Yeah.
And so that, like, the top speed of that thing is like 40 miles an hour. We guys like Craig Vondahar, if you're listening, buddy, he had a Toyota Celica GT. I think
he's
he do
flying.
like 210 miles an
Yeah.
hour. He goes, "Hey, follow me out to the beach," because we all us Q&D boys would go find way out in the
Yes.
outskirts of nowhere
Yeah.
to go hang out. And so he's like, "Yeah, follow me to this new hangout." I'm like, "Okay, but you got to drive like 20 miles an hour."
Yeah.
Because it takes me 20
Don't
minutes.
lose me. Don't lose me, buddy.
No, and all my friends would lose me.
Yeah.
And then I would get lost on the way home because I'm like, okay, I guess I'm by myself. There's
Yeah.
no cell phones.
There's no GPS.
This is 1993.
Yeah, no, this is MapQuest.
Yeah.
MapQuest days.
But I
where
do
you
want
had
to talk
print out
about
your-
something that I saw.
Well, I want to talk about her high school experience
do
because she
it.
was at the mall.
Oh, yeah.
You were saying at the mall, right?
High school? No.
No?
No, we were at friends' houses that had like cool parents. We were just hanging out. Like I never did the parking lot thing. My sister did a couple times, I think, but I never did the hanging out in parking lots. I thought
Did
that
any
was
of your
lame.
friends' parents do things like, we prefer you to drink at our house because that way you're not out on the street. So
Yeah,
Love
I'm not,
that.
I'm not a
Everybody-
regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some of
There was a
those.
lot of
everybody give
Yeah.
me your keys.
Yeah.
And, the drunker you get, the more spin the bottle you play, the
Yeah.
more I'm
Is every parent you know from Georgia?
Everybody, apparently, not just parents. Yeah, he's definitely
Why
hanging out with-
am I imposing
yeah.
that on everybody?
I think you love it. You secretly
I just
love
like
that
saying it
accent.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
and
it's
I don't-
like this.
and
If
I
you're from
don't think-
Arkansas, this is how you talk.
And I don't think the parents were always necessarily like in the know. What?
Nothing.
Oh God, I was
talking.
like, what am I talking with an accent?
No, I'm just
Okay.
listening.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I don't
showing
think,
my empathy that you said I
don't
had
have
a while
empathy.
ago.
Yeah.
Don't have empathy? Okay.
That's what you said.
Can you
Anyway,
I
do
feel
this?
your pain.
Can you do this a
This.
lot?
Feel your
Bob?
pain. Yes.
Can you do this?
Yes.
Like you're pressing the
gonna-
Jeopardy buzzer?
Yes. Abortions must be safe, legal, and rare. I think that's what he said. Wasn't that his BS line or whatever? So sorry, go ahead.
His
my
BS line
gosh,
was,
I don't know.
It all depends on what your definition of is.
That is the BS line. Yeah.
I don't know. I learned this also yesterday on the drive that when Joe Biden says I'm not joking, or that's the truth, buddy, or something along that, it's all a lie. Like everything that he just said is either in fact a joke or
We're
in
listening to
fact
Fox
a lie.
News Radio again, or
Well,
what?
no, this was actually something different, but it was on a podcast, and then they ran like a bunch of clips of him saying things right before he would say, and that's no joke, that's no lie, and I'm not joking, and you could tell it was just okay. And Luke and I started talking about Joe Biden's wife, and he said, I cannot believe she doesn't just like yank him off the stage and be like, "Go out, we're out of here." And I said, can you imagine if that were you? He said, oh my God, you would have already just like, that big cane they used to use to drag people off the stage. Yeah, I would have busted out that bad boy. Anyway,
But if you're going to refer to his wife, I'd prefer if you called her Dr. Biden.
is she a doctor?
I don't know.
She's
I don't know.
definitely a Southern doctor.
Southern.
She's a Southern doctor.
That's in that brings up a great point of something that is always a point of contention, but journalists will use it. Most journalists follow AP style, and most entities, unless you are a medical doctor, we're not going to call you doctor. That's the way it's always been.
Okay.
And people would get kind of bent if they are a doctor of
Psychologist
letters
or-
of some other thing, and it's like, did you cut somebody open? No. So, but
So
no,
you're saying I'm not a doctor if I go get my doctorate of business, right?
you are not a doctor.
I'm going to demand that you call me Dr. Ashley. Okay. Just saying.
So-
just throwing that out there.
Also, you can't get a doctorate in business, but I don't think. Can you?
Oh, sure you can. Why couldn't you? Can't you get a doctorate in anything?
You can get a doctorate in business administration.
Can you really?
DBA?
Is it seriously a DBA?
Yeah.
Doing business as?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had you guys think of the wake thing a while ago. I
Dr.
thought maybe I could
Badass,
push it a
Dr.
little
Ashley.
farther.
No, I honestly have no clue, but yeah, if I could, I probably would have already had a doctorate in it because I love Yeah.
Doing
love
business
it.
as a doctor.
Yeah. Dr. Badass.
Yeah,
Doing business
I
as
thought you could
Dr.
only get
Ashley.
a master's in business.
I think
Maybe
you just got a BS, right?
I have a master's and BS. I have a master's in BS and a master's in BA.
I have a BJ.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yes, everybody knows that.
Bachelor's
Whoa.
of Journalism. That's what
pretty
it's called
awesome.
in Missouri.
Yeah.
So my class ring says 89 on one side and BJ on the other.
It's only
Bachelor
BJ?
of Journalism.
Okay, it's only
Yeah, I didn't go to grad school. I went to undergrad. I just had my
BG
undergrad.
with the BJ. That's pretty
right.
cool.
So
Yeah.
okay.
I like it.
So
I guess I didn't know that.
it's on my diploma that I have over there too. So
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll fact check it over there.
I'm one of those dorks who has their diploma in their office.
It's totally
so
fake. Yeah.
it's real.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
It's on my shelf
kidding.
with all my stuff,
It's real.
all my Budweiser stuff and everything. Yeah, it's over there. So
Yeah. Well, we should give a tour of this office sometime.
we should
because
clean the
it's
office and
amazing.
swap the carpets out
Yeah.
sometime. We had somebody in here the other day and she was just like, thought it was so great. I'm like, it's okay. It needs to be cleaned again. But she was happy with it. So it was Mary Lynn before you interviewed her.
Oh, well, she's just a fun-loving gal. She was lying out her ass.
I remember when she was Mary Lynn Pfaff before she got married. So
She was
a
very,
gazillion
very
years
cool.
ago.
And she definitely is the Leslie Knope of Hannibal.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that, it's
she's so
amazing.
great. Yeah, she is great. She really is. I mean, we get the amount of I think Hannibal Parks and Rec might send us more media news releases than any other any non-hospital or clinic organization in the area.
That's because they have so much stuff going on. Hey, speaking of stuff going on, real quick, this indoor bike thing has not gotten enough coverage.
I mean, the one down on Jersey?
Yes. This guy has built things like by hand out of wood. Like
We should do a Daily Muddy
we
there.
need to. I don't know how to get a hold of this
Where's it
guy.
Jersey.
I'm
It's
not
in the old.
100%
Is it in the old EA Best Plumbing building? Isn't that where it is?
I'm not 100%
that'd be amazing
sure.
if it was.
I think that's where it is.
I mean, I have
I'm not
pictures
100%
on
sure.
Facebook, but I think his daughter plays volleyball on like the 8th grade I'll have to look, but we're going to need to talk to this guy
You
because
should
he
do
has,
Daily Muddy there. Yeah, I could be great.
How close are they to being finished?
It looks pretty close, but I don't know enough about indoor bike.
You've seen it?
Just on Facebook, I've kind of kept up with it because I
Okay.
think it's just so neat. I mean, it's incredible.
Is
that
it an
he's-
all ages thing?
I think. I don't know. We'll have to get him
Okay,
on. But
'cause
yeah, I
because
just
the
wanted to
bike-
shout it out because
Old guys have to sign waivers, though.
That would be me. Be me.
Actually, they make you sign the waiver at the skate park in Hannibal,
Yeah.
Maryland said.
Yeah.
So in case you get hurt, you have to wear your helmet and do all
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's pretty
It's legit.
pretty thorough. Yeah.
I mean, they have like drop-ins and concrete bowls, and I didn't know they had that over there. I didn't know that we had that on the.
On the riverfront?
Yeah.
Oh, right by the park
think it's
district
awesome.
office. Yeah.
So neat.
Yeah, that thing went in when I was park board president. I mean, I didn't even do it, but I'm just saying
I knew
that's
it was
the
there,
time
but I
frame.
didn't know how cool it was.
Yeah.
So
That's a
these
really
things
neat
need
thing.
more like coverage because I feel like there is so much stuff going on in Quincy that we need to talk about it more.
And I'll tell you what, we will pretty much run any news release in our like local matters section or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't really discriminate on that kind of stuff. Send it, we'll run it. It's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
because if it doesn't take us any effort or whatever, it's not like if it's just, hey, I got something going on and we think it's cool. If you send us an email to our like contact us section or whatever, we're gonna post it.
And this is
now, if
like-
you mail us a letter, we might get it because it's like, okay,
Snail mail? Who does that?
we received snail mail news
Never-
releases before. I'm like, okay,
that
David,
down.
give this to a clerk to write this down.
Write that down.
I'm not doing that.
No,
So,
I
sorry.
know. Frankie had a recipe for a concoction for me, and give me this.
Why? It's bothering you?
Yeah, it's creating feedback in my ear. But Frankie had a recipe for a concoction, and I was going to ask him to write it down. I don't know where my head was, but he texted me this recipe, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's easier said than written down. Damn it, Bob. I'm going to kill you. I already owe you a punch for
Do you really
saying I
think
was
you're going to do that
pregnant, but-
concoction?
Yes,
Do you really
100%.
think you're gonna do it?
Yeah, I can't wait to try it.
I wonder maybe
You're not pregnant, right?
I'm going to kill you.
As as somebody like cares about your family, maybe you should talk to
We're a growing family.
Your girl. Maybe she's gonna punch you. She's gonna punch
I'm
you.
just ignoring at this point. I'm just ignoring.
So
As someone who cares about my family, what, Frankie?
no, maybe you should talk to your primary about that before you do that concoction. What if it hurts you? No, I've done it twice. My wife's done it twice.
I mean, it's
And-
all natural,
yeah, it's all natural.
except for Coke. But It's not the worst thing I've ever put
Soda,
in my
right?
life.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, half a can of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Half a can of cocaine.
Yeah, but it's not the worst
Do you
thing I
think
put in my
anybody
body.
did that concoction from our last pod?
I don't know, but that would be really cool to hear.
I'm sure nobody did.
But I do have an appointment tomorrow, so I'll just run it by her and just say, have you ever heard of this? And she'll say no, and then I'll go home and do it.
And she'll say, who gave this to?
No, I'm not busting you out.
So seriously, you can play with the card, but I can't?
For some reason, it's loud when you do it. It must be the goldenrod. I don't know. Yeah.
The golden EIB microphone was
It
picking it up.
is.
For
It
sure.
is.
It was
But-
definitely picking it up.
But yeah, it's so new businesses, new thing. Bob, you are just cruising for a bruising today. New businesses in town. I know there's like a new bar called Frank's, which is supposed to be really
yours?
cool. It's not.
Okay.
No, but I guess the name came from. I guess it means free. And it's not that meaning that drinks are free, but you're free to come in there and relax and be who you are and have drinks. And I think that's pretty cool. And it's
Nice.
like the old, it's 10th and Hampshire.
It's been 75 different bars
It
since
has,
I've lived in Quincy.
but the person who just bought it, and I don't know if it's more than
I
one.
hope it sticks. I'm just saying
I do
it's been a lot of
too. I do
places
too.
like that, and like where Alibi is at 5th and York. Those
Yeah.
places have all been.
But this one is like, so that he's totally redone it. So I saw some pictures. So if if people can go check it out, it's incredible.
Did it used to be called The Place?
It was the place. It was the
No.
loony bin.
No,
Oh,
it
no,
was
no,
not
no,
the
no.
place.
The place was up from that.
Place
But it
was
was the
10th and
loony
Hampshire.
bin. It was the loony bin is the only place I remember, but there's been several.
It's like okay, because
right on the corner.
It's like the corner, like it's like okay, 10th,
Oh,
the other
got it.
corner of 10th and
1000
Hampshire.
Hampshire.
Yeah. So it's on the it's just a little farther to the
I think it was
west.
like Parker's or something at one time.
It's been
a
yeah.
lot.
Okay.
But he's totally remodeled. It looks really cool. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's cool.
You know what?
Cool place.
I think would be cool if somebody would do something with it. Would be Turner Hall.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Definitely.
that has some amazing potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the stories that place has to tell?
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly.
Yeah, the bands that have played there, and yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder.
and the bowling alley in the basement. I mean, that's like a treasure still.
I wonder what the commercial value of that is.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I want to take those.
But it's got for sale signs on it now.
Does?
It's all boarded up and says for sale.
there you go,
and-
Frankie. Business venture.
Yeah.
There you go. But if you do and you don't reopen those bowling lanes, I want one of those lanes to do something with. I think it'd be really neat. Like use it for the front of a bar or just
Yeah.
like, that would
Oh,
be
that would be
so
cool. That would be cool.
That would be really cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
So if anybody's listening, go buy it.
How many lanes does Turner Hall have?
It wasn't
Three or
very many.
3 to 5 maybe?
Yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
very many, but it was
Yeah.
a really cool place.
I was in there to listen to a band a long time ago.
Yeah, my brother-in-law
Yeah, just
played there
once.
not too long. Well, not too long before they closed last.
They used to
night.
have, yeah. Fun, I mean, I've been there for fundraisers and stuff. People would have
Benefits and
events
stuff.
there, benefits, and then my wife's special ed class. They would go down. They would bowl. She would take the kids bowling there. When Mark Mester owned it, and Mark was a bus driver too for the district.
Yeah.
This was after he had that. After Harrison Lanes went away and became the strip mall or whatever. Mark would open it up and let the classes, let the kids bowl.
Yeah.
And good
Very
guy
cool.
and
Buddha is it?
yeah, Buddha. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's it was it's a cool place. I drove. As a matter of fact, drove by today and I was like, man, that would be.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that is not in my portfolio, my
I was gonna
skill
say,
set. But no, I don't think it's going to be the Muddy River headquarters.
Dang it.
But it would
Go
be
down
cool.
and throw a quick
Bowling.
frame or two.
Well, yeah, we could
I
set
don't
our
know.
little golf
Yeah.
putting pad by it. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Putting green.
There's so
Anyway.
many. There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities.
Oh my gosh,
And
Quincy
people
is
are
just
taking
amazing.
advantage of them.
Yeah, they are.
Slowly but surely. And even, downtown and the East Corridor.
Yeah.
Like that perpetual, homegrown, fun, spirited fight we have. Like, what should we do? Broadway or downtown Quincy?
Yeah.
Where should we invest our money?
All of it.
We're doing both.
Yeah, all of it.
Both things are happening right
Yeah.
now. Thank goodness.
Yeah, thanks to some great people and some great groups and grants and things. We want Quincy to be the best it can be, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere, and hopefully my kids
Just head to my cabin in a few years.
Yeah, your little
Unabomber, my
heaven.
Unabomber cabin.
Say that.
Where's
Say
that?
that, Bob. People
In
think you're a
Perry.
Unabomber.
Really?
Yeah,
He's gonna do a tiny home on his little creek.
I am on the.
Oh, really?
That's what I'd love to do that.
Really?
Yeah, Ellen, not so much. So that's gonna be a discussion we're gonna have down the road.
Yeah.
So.
You're,
I've heard
have
people
to-
living
you
in
have to have
separate
two
homes.
houses.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
all right.
have to just,
Maybe it'd just be our weekend place.
There you
That'd be
go.
fine. We'll settle for that.
it's only an hour away.
It is only it's be there like that.
When you go, do you take 36 throughout H or do you go
We mix
a
it
little bit
up.
farther?
It depends if the weather's nice. If the weather's nice and like the leaves are changing or whatever, we'll go 36 to J to go over like Mark Twain, to go over Cannon Dam and drive past Mark Twain Lake. Yeah. A lot of times it's just 19 New London, or 61 to 19 is primarily.
You don't take 36 to H?
No.
That's towards Rensselaer?
Rensselaer. No, we do not do that.
It's kind of a fun drive.
Yeah, but deer. A lot of times.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad deer area. Jay's not. I mean, Jay can be a bad deer area too, but I mean that's just.
Jay's fun.
I like going to Jay because it's you still got a lot of the old campgrounds and stuff like that. If you're going certain times of the year, like man, look at all these people are out here camping. I mean, and there are so many little private campgrounds that have still popped up around the lake.
Right.
And it's really kind of become kind of a summer industry there where there's, and then you go to the Hickman's, IGA, and Perry on the weekends. There's all these people. It's like, wow, where are all these people at? And they've got their little house in Perry that they've bought. They come from St. Louis or wherever, or they're out in their fifth wheel out by the landing or whatever they call that now. Isn't that a Yogi Berra? Isn't that Yogi Bear now, right?
Yeah.
Huckleberry Park or whatever. Yeah, used to be landing when I was in high school.
Park. Yeah. But that's Hannibal. But I know what you're saying.
One of those. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's really gotten popular. I mean, it's skyrocketed just in the past few years because of simple living, simplistic. Like the minimalistic thing. When you go camping, like you better make your reservation now if you want to go to a Jellystone or something, because they fill up. You can't get a cabin, you can't get a spot, you can't get anything.
Yeah, I think buying a modestly priced camper that you pull behind, just something simple that sleeps 4. Yeah, I think those really rose in price during the lockdowns.
Oh yeah,
but the prices are still high.
Yeah,
and I think that long term that's going to be a really good investment. I mean, even going forward with kind of not trying to be conspiratorial. Yeah. But I just think that those prices are going to go up. But I got a question for the people on the Missouri side, in the Perry area and like the Mark Twain area. Have you specifically heard anything about the level of the lake going up or down, or going down to a point where there's a problem, or do you think the level of the lake is okay?
I mean, we've had a few dry summers where I know there's been some concern,
but nothing crazy.
I don't think I haven't talked to anybody over there about that in a while. But I mean, I think there's concern, but I don't think it's panic.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, you can definitely tell. I mean, for somebody who's driven over that thing 100 times and been back and forth that many times, you can tell the water level has dropped a lot. But is it a dangerous? I don't know.
Is this a lake?
Heard.
Is it man-made?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dam went in '84. That's when the dam opened. They were building it the entire time I was growing up. I had several friends in school in Perry whose dads worked for the Corps of Engineers, and they were here while they were building the dam. And then when the dam got done, or their part of the job got done, they moved. So like friends that they went, and other people came in, and
Does that make you sad to talk about?
I had a couple friends. Yeah, I missed. Yeah, they were good guys.
I was just trying to be an asshole.
That was fun.
Anyway,
Brad Webb, he was a good guy. He's still a good guy, but I haven't seen him a gazillion years. So, but now so it was done in '84. The day they dedicated the dam, it poured like hell. We were supposed to have this huge celebration that everybody probably from Paris, Monroe City, and Perry were all going to be at. It poured like hell that day. So I remember I didn't go, but then we were out on the lake. My grandpa had a huge pontoon boat that we all went on, and once the lake was open, and of course when it first opened, there were so much woods and trees, and it was all full of crap.
Yeah.
Of course now it's a really nice, quiet place to just get away. It's I mean I love Lake of the Ozarks too, but there's no way in hell I'd ever go down there on a holiday weekend anymore.
Oh my gosh, no. I think that's how I know I'm old.
Yeah.
Like I want no part in. Although last year we did go for a friend's 40th and we had a freaking ball, but like I want no part of like Party Cove.
Did you go on a holiday weekend though, or just go on a weekend?
We went the weekend before. It was Labor Day, the weekend.
Yeah, I would go on an off weekend. I just Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, no way in hell.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, the lake is like the ocean. I mean, the waves.
It gets pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I know I'm old. One of the reasons.
All right. Well, I think we're about done for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. Try not to break it next week, please.
Yeah, try not to break it.
break the
what?
show.
Oh, since you're gonna be
Don't
gone.
break the show
Yeah,
while I'm gone.
Yeah, we won't break it.
Okay.
Yeah. and-
Treat whoever's in there, or you'll probably be in this chair, and then you'll put.
I'm taking over
You'll put
Goldenrod.
you get Goldenrod next week.
My husband
Some
did come
flunky
in
will be
and
there. Yes, the
cut
chair. We're level
chair
now.
down.
We're all
Yeah.
level. So thank you, Luke,
I
for
kind of miss being up taller.
doing
so
some
I'm gonna need
carpety work.
these legs put back.
just get a phone. Well, nobody uses phone books anymore. We'll get something for you to sit on. So, see you later.
Say bye.
See ya.